Today's craft day, I'm going to share with you a tutorial on how to use offset a couple different ways. And my subject is going to be You Octopi My Heart Valentine's Day card tutorial. But we're going to focus on the offset portion here. So I started with a card base and I'll detach this just to show you. And for the card base, I have some text here. I liked this BFC Caramel Cake Pop font in writing, but as you can see, it has these bubble letters and I wanted them to be filled in. So I'll take this text and attach it, and I'm going to use offset here. But instead of a regular offset, we're going to use a negative offset, also known as an inset. And we'll add a couple of them and attach them all together so it'll color it in for us. So we're going to try several of them. So we'll start with a negative 0.01 and push apply, and I have to push it twice. So you can see up at the top of the layers panel here, you can see my first offset layer. But I'm going to go back to the text and highlight that, go back to offset and change this to a 0.02 and push apply. And you have to push it twice. And then back to the original text. And then I'm going to add a 0.025 and push apply. And then I'll choose this, oops. And then I'll choose this and do a 0.03 and push apply twice. And then choose the original text and do a 0.035 and push apply. And I'll choose it again and push a 0.04 and push apply. And that gives me just a couple of little tiny dots I might have to fill in with a pen, but I'm going to choose the original layer and hold down your Control or Command key and choose each of those offset layers. Make sure you choose them all, and then choose the original card base, and we'll attach all of that so that when you go to make this, it will cut out your 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. It will add the scoring line to fold it, cut the little wave out of the side, and then write with pen and fill that in for you. So that portion of the card is done. Next, I used this cute little octopus image. You can see, whoops, oh, I added the hearts from here. Um, but for this, I added the image um, from Anastasia, and I changed it to, whoops, go back to canvas. Um, I changed it from purple to more blues because I thought my husband would like it a little bit more, made it a little bit more masculine for me. And so for this, I'm going to add an offset layer. I'm going to use this on print then cut, but I'm also going to make an offset layer and stick it onto smart paper sticker cardstock that's black. I like to put the printable sticker onto the smart paper sticker. It raises it up a little bit and it makes it a little bit easier for me to stick onto the card. I think you don't have to do it, but I like it that way. So we're going to make sure that our octopus and little heart bubbles fit right in here. I'm going to add an offset to this, 0.25. You can see the preview that it's going to add way too much of a layer for me. So I'm going to reduce that. And you can either use this sort of slider here to reduce it, or you can just type in the numbers, and I am thinking like a 0.04 maybe. And then I can apply that offset. But as you can see, it has all kinds of cuts here, and I don't want those to cut. So I am going to change that from print then cut to a basic cut. I want it to be black. And then I'm going to use contour here on the bottom right hand side or found in your action menu on your mobile. And I'm going to hide those contours so that it makes a solid two pieces to go behind my heart and my octopus. And that will go there. I'm actually going to duplicate this one, and then one of them I'm going to put here and flatten it. I don't know if that's quite aligned correctly. There you go. And flatten it. And one I'm going to use as a basic cut for my Smart Sticker cardstock. So this printable sticker one is going to go right on top of this one. It'll give it a little bit more dimension, and then I'll add that to the front of my card there. So for my next offset, I created a sticker that's going to go on the inside portion of my card, and you can use any phrase you want. This said "in love with the sea." I changed it to say "in love with you," and it was in the blue shades of blue that go with the ocean. I thought that would look pretty with the card. I liked the font in the card, but I want it to stick all in one piece, so I'm going to make a sticker for the inside left panel. And so to do that, I'm going to create a white offset. I'm going to change my canvas color to gray so that we can see that when we create a white offset. And whoops, it starts off with a 0.25, and that's kind of big for that. Maybe a 0.20 will look a little bit nicer. But it still gives it, I don't know, quite a bit of lines here. I'm going to do something different and change it to a 0.30. So it doesn't have, it gives it a little bit less contour around the side. And I'm going to go with that. Now we want that to be white. But see how big that is around there? I want it to hug it just a little bit closer. So I'm going to take this offset and create a negative offset and make it a minus 0.15. So it gives it those closer contours, but hugs the text a little bit closer. So I'm going to select both of those and align them and center them. And then I'll flatten that as my finished sticker design. And this original one, I'll just delete. So that does it for our offset portion of the card. Now, this saved project does have an envelope that you can use, and then it also has an inside card. I don't know why these got mixed up. This should not be in this group. There we go. So there's the other inside of the card. This doesn't have any offset. I added a writing layer. I used my card mat in order to write on the inside of the card, but you could also change this guide to a basic like white card panel and just write on there and do it that way. It should be, oh, this should be a guide only, and then this should be attached. Ungroup, ungroup. Sorry about that. This text this card base, align center horizontally, and attach. So it writes on there. Bring our tentacles to the front. I printed these in the same black sticker cardstock that I use on the front. And then I just stuck them on there. You don't have to use this envelope, and you can make this whatever panel you want. And then if you wanted a different phrase here, you could just search for something like Happy Valentine's Day, and you could use a cute Happy Valentine's Day like font here that fits there. You could add an offset to that to make it a sticker. And make that one a sticker by flattening it and use a Happy Valentine's Day here instead if you wanted to. Or a phrase that's personal to you and your Valentine. Whatever you'd like to go there, but hopefully you've learned how to use offset for making stickers and an inset for filling in fonts. There's lots of ways to use offset or shadow layer, as some people refer to it, and I think it's one of my favorite tools. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much.